Good morning, everyone. Oh, this one? Well, this is a spoon that I carry along like my mobile all the time. But there's a reason for it, and I'll tell you that later. But first, let me tell you something that happened a few days before. My friend and I were at our favorite restaurant. Keeping in mind that my friend has intense meat allergy, we ordered something that lacks meat. Yet, she felt nauseous and uncomfortable. What could have been the reason? Well, the food had traces of meat. Poor kitchen management or the slips in using the utensils could have been the reason. But whatever the reason may be, our hangout should not be at a hospital. Now, this is not an isolated case. Quite a few like her are apprehensive about what they eat, spoiling their best moments in life. Now, let me change the topic and ask you a question. So, have you ever checked the expiry date on food packages? Alright, that's a conscious generation. Now, have you ever checked the ingredients on food packages? Alright, great. Now, I'm sure fewer would be the number for my next query. Have you ever wondered what these compounds are in the ingredients? Alright, there you are. We only care about the taste rather than what we consume. Even warnings do not bother about it. If sick, go to the nearest hospital. In this hospital-hotel shuttle, it is your health that is getting heavily impacted. So, what is the solution? This is the solution. This spoon is the solution. Wait, how? The spoon? How can it help? Well, if the spoon, or if this model turns out or brought up to be a working food scanner spoon, it will be the solution. So, what is the food scanner spoon and how does it work? Well, the handy-dandy spoon, as I call it, can check your food's nutritional content, freshness, allergens, and much more of the food just by using it. Alright, and it does not only check the allergens or nutritional content, but also the freshness of the food too, which obviously cannot be seen on a food package. You can bring this to your favorite restaurant and check the food's freshness quality. I mean, who knows? Nasty vessels, bacteria is present. Alright, that sounds sickening. Well, how does it work? Let me tell you that briefly. This food scanner spoon employs nanotechnology sensors laid onto the surface of the spoon. This, upon contact, can interact with the food molecules. Now, these nanosensors then detect and trigger changes, generating signals converted into optical or digital form for analysis. With onboard data processing and algorithmic analysis, it provides a real-time feedback on nutritional content, freshness status, and much more of the food, which is displayed on the screen. And don't worry, it's all waterproof. Now, this food scanner spoon is encapsulated by a biocompatible material or a food-grade material, which won't affect the user badly. Moreover, this food scanner spoon safeguards against foodborne illnesses, empowers informed dietary choices, identifies allergens, and supports health monitoring. All of these addressing critical issues in food safety, nutrition, and healthcare. Now, I am giving a new dimension to this simple utensil, which can potentially benefit our society for a greater cause, for good well-being, for good health. In this tech-savvy world, do you think this is a good idea, that this spoon is beneficial and simple? Well, ladies and gentlemen, where ignorance is bliss, it's folly to be wise. With the food scanner spoon, you won't have to take any risk. No more follies in a tech-perfect generation. Thank you.